welcome back to my YouTube channel, G5AG Studios, and today I will be doing an All My Dolls video. I did one a few months back, but it was really rushed and I sounded out of breath the whole time, so I decided I would make a new one. Plus, I've gained a few subscribers since then, and I wanted to reintroduce you guys to my dolls. Before I get started, I just want to say, in no means is this to brag, I just thought I'd show you my collection because I love watching these videos, and I thought that you guys would like to watch it too. So, I will start with my very first doll, but after that, I will go in random order. In this video, not only will I introduce you to my dolls, but I will tell you a little bit about them, including some of their faults, because I feel like a lot of creators say a lot of good things about their dolls, but they also don't say like the faults and quirks about their dolls, which makes them relatable. So I thought I would share a few of those. This is my very first doll, Rebecca Ribbon. I had two Our Generation dolls before Rebecca, but sadly I do not have them anymore because I was really young when I had them and then completely ruined them. Rebecca back in 2014, she's the historical Rebecca, so she had the old me outfit and she had like the old box and they were called historicals then. But since then, I got a head replacement for her because I was like 8 years old when I got her and totally destroyed her, so she has a new head. Though Rebecca is the oldest in the family, she's very sassy, very dramatic, and loves acting, loves pink, she likes being girly, and honestly, she doesn't act like the oldest. Fault/quirk about Rebecca is that she can be a little too dramatic sometimes. Next is my doll, Gabriella McBride, better known as Gabby. I got her at Costco for Christmas back in 2019. Isn't featured a lot on my channel, but she is Cassie's best friend, who is a doll that I will get into later. She is the kindest and sweetest person ever. She's really interested in music, in dance, and poetry. I haven't really explored Gabby's personality too deeply because I don't use her that often, even though I really should because she's a gorgeous doll. She's becoming one of my favorites, and I love her so much. Fault/quirk about her is that she can be a little too nice, even for people that probably don't deserve it. Next doll is my doll, April Nora Sloan. She's a Truly Me 27 that my aunt from California gifted me in the mail, secondhand. But April is the newest of the family. She takes on the role of the mother, kind of like Molly in Mixie Pixie 7. April is the most responsible one in the family. She makes sure everyone's chores are done, that the floors are clean, the food is prepped, and pretty much everything that needs to be done around in the house. April can be serious at times. She does like to have fun with her friends. When her siblings tend to get in fights, she tends to be the one to try to separate them or make them go back together and work it out. A fault/quirk about April is she tries to fix every problem, even if it's out of control. Next is my doll, Georgiana Ellie Allison, that I got secondhand from eBay. Georgiana is a Truly Me number 13. Fun fact about Georgiana is she was the first doll that I ever won in an auction and the first doll that I ever got off eBay. Georgiana was originally going to be a boy doll, but when I got her in the mail, she was in such great condition I just had to keep her. Many of you guys might not even recognize Georgiana because she's not really a star in a lot of my stop motions. She tends to like kind of be in the background and make like snarky comments in the back, but she doesn't really have a video that's all about her. And she definitely should. She's a great doll and I really need to use her more. Georgiana loves the outdoors. She wants to do anything outside. She loves horses, she loves animals, she loves nature in general. Fault/quirk about Georgiana is that sometimes she can say things that might like not be the nicest, but like she can be sarcastic, I guess. This is Truly Me number 25 that I call Cassandra Ramirez. But you guys probably know her better as Cassie because I originally named her Cassandra, but honestly just started calling her Cassie instead. So it's kind of like her nickname, if that makes any sense. Cassie is a trend follower. She's up on all the latest things. She knows all the Instagrams. She knows all the TikTok. She's up on all of that stuff. I got her for my 13th or 14th birthday. I can't really remember. But I really wanted Cassie. She was my dream doll at the time, and I'm so happy that I got her. However, sadly, Cassie is one of the dolls that have plantar panties, so I don't really like that fact about her, but I guess it just makes her different. Fault/quirk about Cassie is that she can be a little too trusting when it comes to new people. She can just jump into a relationship and just trust the person like immediately, which is something that I used to struggle with too, so I thought it's kind of interesting that we share that kind of part. Next is Silas Leo Hudson. I'm not sure what number he is, but I did get him secondhand. Originally, I customized him to be a girl doll with an exquisite doll designs wig, but I didn't really like how the wig looked on him, so I ordered a boy wig and made him into a boy doll. When it comes to trusting people, Silas is the complete opposite of Cassie. He has walls up and he won't let anyone through them, but once you do break them down, he's the nicest and most loyal person that you will ever meet. Fault/quirk about Silas is that he is a little protective and can come off as rude at first and can be a little two-faced at times, honestly. Next is my doll, Josefina Montoya, that you know better as Sienna Pilar Montoya. Most of the time I don't change the name of like historical / Be Forever dolls or Girl of the Years, but I did change her name, but I did keep her last name. Sienna loves dance. She loves doing her routines with her best friend Julie. She also dated Kip for a little bit. Sienna also is really into Harry Potter. Next fault / quirk about Sienna is that she can be a little snarky at times. This is my doll, Marielle Larkin. She is a Be Forever that I got a long time ago actually. She was my 3rd doll ever. Fun fact about Marielle is that I got a scratch on her face the first day I got her. You can't notice it that much, but you kind of can. Marielle is the youngest of the family, which makes her like kind of the baby of the family. She can be a little reckless with her ideas, but she's really creative and loves art and really likes lasagna for some reason. Fault / quirk about Marielle is that since she is the youngest, when her older siblings talk about like problems going on in the world, sometimes Marielle doesn't always understand. Next is my doll, Julie Marie Albright. It's a Be Forever Julie doll that I got in Boston American Girl Place, but sadly the Boston American Girl Place closed a few years ago. Boston is where I got most of my dolls since it was closest to my home, but sadly that place isn't open anymore, so the closest place is the New York City one. She is super athletic. She likes anything to do with sports and being active. She also likes training a lot and eating healthy. She is definitely the tomboy of the family. Fault / quirk about Julie is that she isn't really open to other people's ideas sometimes. Like, she'll say no immediately without even hearing people out, which can be a problem sometimes. Next is my doll, Jaden. He is a Truly Me number 25, so he's a Cassie doll that I customized into a boy doll to look like Jaden Marley, who was my celebrity crush at the time. He's the boy from It. If you guys didn't know, I'll pop a picture up. Jaden really enjoys skateboarding and acting. Although he's pretty put together most of the time, when it comes to clothing-wise, he kind of just picks off whatever's on the floor. I can definitely relate to that. Jaden has the biggest heart. He will literally jump off a cliff for his friend if needed to. A fault / quirk about Jaden is that in an argument, sometimes Jaden will either be completely quiet and not say anything or just get really mad and just explode. Next is my doll, Logan Everett. He's a contemporary doll. He was Tenny's bandmate back in 2018. In fact, he was my first ever boy doll that I ever got. I was so obsessed with Logan at the time. I even wrote an essay about why, well, like, not really an essay, but like a paragraph to my parents about why I should get Logan. I'm so happy that he's a part of my collection now. When it comes to his personality, he's kind of the opposite of Jaden, which makes them good for each other because they help each other learn and grow. When it comes to clothing, Logan is definitely a lot more put together and more fancy when compared to Jaden. Logan is very shy, but he's really into music, and that's kind of how he expresses himself. And a fault / quirk about him is that he can be a little bit of a pushover. Next is Kip Ezra Manning. Originally a Truly Me number 38 that I customized, and honestly sometimes I regret it because 38s are really rare, but I can't get him back because his eyes are actually in Silas's head right now. Kip definitely likes to think of himself as a ladies' man, even though he's not a very good flirt. Kip is also best friends with Julie in the family. / quirk about Kip is that he can act really tough and like confident on the outside, but inside he can be a little insecure. The last doll here that I thought I'd share with you guys is Lily Swarovski. I got her last name because of my favorite jewel, plus I just like the name. I think it sounds cool. Probably the most well known on my channel because she's been featured in a lot of my stop motions, and I just use her a lot because she's my lookalike and honestly my favorite doll in my collection. Loves giving people nicknames. It's kind of what she's known for. She's really into sewing, she's into photography, and she's very confident and clicks well with people. She's kind of like the version of myself that I want to be, but isn't, like, if that makes any sense. Like, she's kind of the personality traits I wish I had, like sewing and just being like really good with people, I guess, if that makes any sense. I'm really hard and long about quirk / fault, but honestly I don't think I gave Lily one just because I really wanted her to be the version that I wanted to be, if that makes sense, but I'll definitely get back to that if I think of one. Hey guys, it's a few weeks later, and right when I finished making that video, I actually ordered one of my dream dolls, Miss Emily Bennett, so let's welcome her to the family. She's here, and I'm so excited for her. I haven't developed a personality for her yet, but I thought I would include her in this video. To all my dolls, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.